Okay, I'm going to be talking to you about how to navigate your way through your online materials that you can find on WebLearn. And when you go into WebLearn, you'll get a list of all the modules that you're registered for. I've obviously got lots because I'm registered for lots of modules, but you'll probably only have 2 or 3. So I'm going to click on one of these now, Understanding Play. And when you use the left-hand button, double click, and you'll come straight in to your WebLearn module. So Understanding Play. And as you can see, down the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see quite a lot of information, and that's a really important bit that you need to use to navigate your way around your materials. And this first bit here, getting started with the module, is a really important bit. So let's have a little look and see what things you can find out here. Well, the bit we've got at the beginning is what the module's about, and that tells you in a nutshell what the module is all about. So in this module, as you'd expect, it's all about play. You can also find out the learning outcomes for the module, the assessment details for the module, and all you need to do is do a double click on the left side of your mouse and it'll bring up these kinds of details. So this first bit, the getting started with the module, tells you at a glance information that's very useful. You can find out a little bit about the introduction to the author of the materials, so who wrote the materials that you'll be looking at. And you can also find some recommended reading. So if you wanted to buy a book or such like, then you've got a little guide as to books that would be really, really useful for the module. And also some links if they're electronically available. But a key bit in the Getting Started with the Module section is this bit, the overview of the module. So if we click on that one, you can see that what comes up is a grid. And this grid, as you look down this side, will tell you what the week is and in a nutshell what you'll be doing on that week, so that you get a sense of how the materials work over the course of an academic year if it's a 30 credit module, or over a semester if it's a 15 credit module. You'll also see that there's a column about assignments, and of course that's very important, isn't it? So when you look at assignments due, it will tell you when to hand something for your tutor to have a look at for some formative feedback, so some draft feedback for you, but also when you'll have a tutorial day with your tutor, and also in yellow, the very important days when you hand in your assignment for real, when you get your final grade for the module. And in a 30 credit module, there'll probably be 2 days for that. So if you scroll to the end, you'll see for this module, this year the assignment was due for the 21st of May. Then when you look down the left-hand side again, you'll see that each of these weeks translates to a week of materials, and that's where you're going to get the detailed materials for your module. So if I click on the first week, so if you were just starting this module, you'd be looking at this week, week 1, and then you'll find as you click onto this, you get the detail of that particular week. So you get some key readings, you get lots of information, you have tasks to do, but those are the detailed weeks that you go through week by week as you study online. Now you won't always have all of these things come up in one go, because we release material usually about 4 weeks at a time, because it can be a little bit overwhelming all in one go. And I suppose the final thing to say is don't be afraid to play. Don't be afraid to go in online and have a look at things, open them up and just see how WebLearn works, and then you'll get used to using it as part of your studies.